Hey guys, welcome back to Belle's Hoyas, and if you are new to the channel, a very big welcome. And I share my Hoya collections, flowers and blooms and care tips with everybody here. If you're interested in seeing more about Hoya's information, please consider to subscribe. And today I'm going to make a video on some of the it's one of the common questions that I got from some of the viewers, and today I would like to share on how to make Hoya's bloom, or how to make your Hoya flower. Because I think some people have Hoyas for, they grow their Hoyas for many years and they don't get any blooms. And some of the viewers have actually asked me, because I shared quite a lot of Hoya's blooms and flowers with everyone here in my channel, they're asking, how do I manage to get so many flowers? How do I get the Hoyas to bloom regularly? So I would try to share my care tips. Of course, I just want to say that this works for me, with my kind of growing conditions here, which is quite Singapore is very bright, hot and humid all year round. And my balcony area here is exposed to the elements, so it has rained. It rains quite often. It's actually very hot and sunny. A lot of my Hoyas get direct sun, like maybe for more than 4 to 6 hours a day, especially this part, full sun. They also so anyways, sorry, I'm just trying to sort of speak what I think. Hopefully if there's any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try my best to answer them. So just very quickly get into the topic. So as you can see, this one is one of my Hoya, Kanya Kumariana, and it is flowering. And it is a very small it is a small plant. Okay, this is in a 3-inch pot, and I have my elmery here, which is also in a 3-inch pot, and it is also currently flowering. And I have my ovata splash, which also has just formed a small peduncle, and it's a very small plant, like a 3-inch pot. So first and foremost, I would like to share a lot of people say Hoyas need to be big, a big, very big and established plant before they can flower. So in my personal opinion, I don't think that's true, because as you can see, these are very small plants, but they are all flowering. So I don't agree with that. In fact, I think I guess putting the Hoyas in a small pot actually encourage it to flower. So I think one of my tips would be try to grow your Hoyas in a small pot, because I heard that Hoyas like to be root bound. Once they have established their roots in the pot, it's sort of like root bound. Then they will focus on producing foliage and blooms. If the pot is too big, I think the trick is, if the pot is too big, they will just focus on producing a lot of roots, and they will not try to produce leaves or flowers. So number one point, I would say, put it in a smaller pot, let it be a little bit root bound. Yeah, so that's my point number one. And second point would be giving it light. I think a lot of people know that. So giving it light is critical. I noticed that some of the Hoyas, if you don't put them under partial or direct light, they have very healthy foliage, but they just don't produce any peduncles, or they don't bud out. So that's what I noticed. This section of my Hoyas are facing light directly, and this tree, this few Hoyas have been actively flowering. You can see the peduncle, and this is again a 3-inch pot. It's a small plant, and this one is my uncinata, which is flowering, budding up again, and it's a very small plant over there. As you can see, maybe you can't see, but it's a small plant there. Okay, so second would be light. Third would be regular fertilizer. Giving it regular fertilizers. And I don't think they are very particular on what types of fertilizers. I just give it a normal kind of NKP flowering fertilizer, actually for orchids, so nothing very special. I fertilize it regularly, like every week, but very dilute, so I feel less is more. So you're giving it more frequent fertilizers, but not not like a strong dose would actually work, I feel. And just take care as well, for fertilizers. Don't over fertilize, because I think that as in, don't give it a strong fertilizers. It's good to sort of dilute it down, because I think over giving it a strong fertilizer can cause them to have root burn, and that's not good for the Hoyas. So that's point number 3, which is fertilizers. And I think another reason for me that helps the Hoyas to bloom regularly, besides putting it in a small pot, giving it regular sun and fertilizers, would be the kind of natural conditions, which is I feel they do need to be fairly humid, and having good air circulation, because my balcony conditions is very windy, so air circulation is great over here. There's a lot of air movement, but at the same time it's still very humid, like I guess at least 65% and above, and it seems to be good for my Hoyas. At least that's what I see. And yeah, I think that's about it. This is what I see for my plants, for my Hoyas. And so I think most importantly, what I want to share with you guys is, don't believe what they say, like you need the Hoyas to be a big plant before it can flower. This is definitely not what I see. I used to think that, if I get a Hoya, I need to make it like a big plant. I need to grow it like really big before I can expect any flowers. So I was always having that wrong misconception that, I need to buy a Hoya, I need to grow it for 2-3 years before you would ever flower. But it hasn't, it doesn't seem to be that way. I think with the right conditions, as I just shared, many Hoyas have the potential, to grow flowers when they are actually a very small plant or a cutting. As you can see, even my Canosa is again in a 3-inch pot, and it also has budded up. In fact, it's got 3 peduncles, 1, 2, and 3. Yep. And maybe just to give another example would be my calastrophilia over there. I missed it out earlier on in my other videos. You can see it's a small plant. Again, it's in a 3-inch pot, and it's got a big, it's got a peduncle there, a new peduncle there, as well as another one there. Here you go. So all these Hoyas examples show us that they don't need to be a big plant to flower. So all the best for you guys trying to flower your Hoyas. Do share with me your experience, and if you have any questions or anything you want to ask, feel free to drop me a comment, and I'll try my best to share my cat tips with everyone. And once again, thanks for visiting and coming over and just sort of sharing my Hoya journey with me. And I look forward to see you guys the next time. And thanks again. I'll see you again. Bye.